It's just another epiphany. With me, it's creative vibe. Got a lot that is on my mind. About to drop it on the
Hello world, it's me, Fabiola. So I'm at work, but I just wanted to talk about this real quick because I really need to understand something. Now, for those of you that know, I got married when I was 18 years old, right? And I was married for 17 years and I recently got divorced. I keep saying recently, but it's really not so recently anymore, but I've been divorced now for like the past 2 years. And I haven't dated yet. But now I'm in the process just seeing what my options are, because I had to take the time out to take care of me first, heal and become whole and all that other good stuff. But anyway, I just want to say something. What is out there? What is this? Like, from the little bit that I have seen and a little bit that I've experienced, I'm like, yo, is this what dating is about? Because if this is what it is, I think I might be good. Oh my gosh. I tried the dating apps and, oh my God, like, oh my God. Oh my God. That's the only way that I can put it. I'm just like, yo, what is wrong with people? Or maybe what is wrong with me? Maybe what is wrong with me now? I understand that I'm like immersing myself into the dating world in the midst of, like at the tail end of this COVID era, you know? So I get it, but I'm just like, I don't understand. I'm genuinely trying to understand what it is. And a good friend of mine was just like, yo, all guys are trying to do is just trying to smash. I'm like, well, is that really what it is? Is that really, like, is it that men are truly like animals and then they can't control themselves, so all they're trying to do is just bust a nut? Is that really all it's about? Because if that's what it is, then that's insane. Because, you know, the same way that I'm a woman and I have sexual urges and desires, I'm not an animal. So the same thing for you as a man. Like, I know that you have desires, but you're not an animal. We can control ourselves. And this excuse that I feel like we're always giving men that excuse. No, control yourself. So, and I say all this because something turned me off the other day. You know, like I tried this app, and this guy, he legit came at me with this. And I'm not one of those, and to each his own who do it. On my pictures, you're not going to see me finding me like all half naked and all this bunch of other stuff. You ain't going to find me like that. Like, I'm not going to be sitting here putting myself out there. Like, I'm not putting my goodies out for show, because the reality of the fact is, like, I have way more to offer than just my body. And yes, my body is pretty bomb, especially for somebody who's had the amount of kids that I've had. Like, I look amazing. I look amazing for my age. I look amazing for my body type. Like, listen, like, it is what it is, but I don't have to put it out there for people to be, you know, for all of that, because in the end, like, I have way more to offer than just my, you know, that's the physical aspects of me. And not only that, plus it's just like, I understand that men are like, you know, that they're visual creatures, but I'm a woman of substance, you know. But anywho, so then this guy, he comes at me, and that's why I said all of this, because I'm like, okay, well, if I was dressed a certain way, I could understand why he came at me in this way. So at first he was like, hey, hi. I didn't really answer him. Then he came at me again. Hey, hi, whatever. Can we just have sex with no strings attached? Can we have sex with no strings attached? Yo, my dude, do I know you? I'm like, what? I was like, yo, my dude, do I know you? Like, what in the, like, what? Like, who does that? Right? When I read that, I said, no, thank you. Like, don't contact me no more. You know? Then he follows up, and I should have blocked him. That was a lesson learned. Then I blocked him. I mean, I didn't block him yet, but then he says to me, how many guys have you had sex with? How many guys have you had sex with a condom and without a condom? What? Now, I know that I'm new to this game. I get it. But is this what it is? I'm like, what kind of weirdo is this? So then there was this other guy that I started talking to as well. And I was like, okay, well, he's cool. And then I made it very, very clear, like, I'm not in this for sex. I'm not sitting here trying to have sex with nobody. Like, Okay. So when we were talking, and I even gave him my phone number because it seemed like, okay, well, he's cool or whatever through the text, the messaging back and forth. And I felt like, and that's another thing that I learned. You're not supposed to give them their phone number. I didn't know. I'm learning. And then it was cool. He kept like sending me pictures of himself, you know, like he kept flexing all the time, like, cause he's like one of those big dudes with a nice body. I was like, okay, that's nice. And then I didn't really answer. Well, we started talking, but then it kind of like, well, I didn't really have nothing to say because I was just like, okay, well, obviously this is not interesting me too much. Then later on in the next day, then then I said something like to the effect of like, hey, I was thinking about you. And really in my mind, it's just like, I'm really thinking about what do I have to say to you, because I really don't have much to say to you. But I was like, well, maybe that'll sound like nice and maybe I should say that. So I said that, which is so stupid. And I remember even thinking to myself even before, I said, Lord, like, I don't even want to talk to this guy, but I don't know how to, I'm not interested in talking to this guy anymore, but how do I like cut this off, right? And then, so once I said my statement to him, he sends me back a picture of himself in the nude. I was like, what the heck? Oh, let me back up too. So earlier in the day or the day before, I had actually sent him a picture of the mini conversation that I had with that weirdo guy who said whatever he said to me. And he was like, oh, wow, you know? And I was like, yeah, this is the reason why I don't do this whole online dating. This is why I don't do the whole online dating app situation. And he was like, oh, wow, this is like crazy. So then for him to send me a picture like that, and I was like, oh, wait a second. You just basically did the same thing that the other dude did, but just in visual form. And I was just like, what is it that I said to you, or that you would think that you looking at my profile, the little time that I have discussed with you, that you would think that it's okay for you to send me a picture, like a naked picture of you? I don't want to see all that. Granted, his body was fly, though. He had a nice body, but still, like, I don't want all that. Like, if any, it turned me off so bad that I just basically told him, like, it was, I said, oh, wow, thank you for the flex. But I'm not the girl that you're searching for. It was a pleasure talking to you, but I'm good. Thank you. Or something like that I said. And then from there, I just went ahead and I blocked it. And I was just like, and I'm saying all of this to say, like, number one, what the heck? Number two, is this what it's really about? Number three, I don't know if, because this is so against or opposite of what our society typically says, right? Men, the same way it would be for a woman, you'll respect yourself. Like, and I know we have a double standard in our society, but the same way a man is looking for you have good men, good quality men who are seeking wholesome women, or a woman that respects and values herself, is the same way as a woman, a good quality wholesome woman. I desire a man who respects himself, and that you're not sitting here and then you're just like showing, like you're just giving it away. Because if I just met you, my dude, and you sitting here doing all of that, you know what I mean? I don't want it to sound like I'm coming from a place of judgment. I just feel like perhaps a lot of men don't hear that. I feel like as a woman, we're frequently told that, you know what I mean? But as a man, like, I'm saying this as a woman, like, that's not the kind of man that I would want. I would not desire a man like that for myself, nor would I really respect a man in that way for myself. Do you understand? Because now if you are coming in, if you are with me, this is how you're carrying yourself, then what would you, like, if my son is around you, I don't want my son, like, thinking that that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Even, I mean, he's 4, but still, you know? I don't know. I just feel that there's like and even like that other weirdo guy, like, I think to myself, so if he's going around doing that, does that mean is that the normal? Is he getting away with that? Are other women actually responding to it? This whole dating thing is making me feel like really horrible about humanity. I don't know. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. I'm really, really learning. I'm asking a lot of my guy friends I have amazing, thank you, Jesus. Like, I have been blessed with so many amazing male men in my life. You know, I have like a lot of great guy friends. And I pick their brains to really understand, like, what is this? But people, it's just people, you know? But anyway, I say all that to say this. Men, respect yourself the same way that you would expect a woman to respect herself. Like, value yourself and stop giving out your goodies to the world, because just because you don't have like a breast like I do doesn't mean that you should be showing it off. Like, you know, whatever. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's basically it. Like, can we all just respect ourselves? Like, value ourselves, you know? Let's just let's just do that. But anyway, that was it. Just want to give you my little tidbit.